We live in the universe where everybody needs the great deserts. Our planet is facing an environmental and climate crisis. Protecting our natural environment is key to the survival of fragile ecosystems, wildlife, and even humankind. Environmental conservation has become one of the core issues that need to be addressed to combat climate change and global warming. Sustainable development is a current need that can save the motherland from the impact of industrialization. Waste is a serious problem that must be dealt with as soon as possible. Not only has a negative impact on the environment, but also reduces the beauty of the city. So many cases we found about waste, especially plastic waste. Indonesia can result a day reaches 64 million tons and noted as the second largest in the world. During the period from October to December 2021, the volume of waste transported from rivers in Jakarta is equivalent to 2.5 times the Mona's building. The piles of garbage in Jakarta are one of the main reasons for flooding and most of the waste in the plastic. Garbage is one of the environmental problems that is still difficult to overcome. We, as humans, are waste producers. However, the problem is not the garbage, but the behavior of the people who throw the garbage out of place. Littering litter will pollute our environment and significantly reduce the use, enjoyment, and value of our public places. And this makes the environment look dirty and unkept and makes many people uncomfortable. Not only a matter of comfort and beauty, garbage that is dumped on the road, on the side of the road, or anywhere else can be washed away or thrown into rivers and other waterways, polluting the soil, waterways, and the environment in it. We have some impacts in littering. That the first impact of littering is that it can use physical damage and injury. Garbage can contain objects that can harm or cause physical harm to humans or animals, such as needles or broken glass. Throwing cigarette butts into the forest can also start fires and destroy nearby property and homes or even kill those caught in the fire. Second, garbage can be a breeding ground of disease and spread through the animals that eat it. If garbage holds water, it can become a breeding ground for mosquitoes that can spread the deadly disease of malaria. By using dirty water or consume unhealthy food that was contained by the bacteria. Third, the third impact of littering is that it can affect and kill wildlife. Plastic waste is sometimes misinterpreted as a food by wildlife on land and sea, such as herbivores, seabirds, turtles, and fish. A plastic bag was found in the third whale, 7 foot tall, say that recently washed ashore on a North Carolina coast. The thrust in its throat made it difficult for the already weak whale. So that we believe with our motion today, this how to would criminalize individuals and organizations who don't recycle, remembering in the case that Indonesia, as the second largest contributor of plastic waste to the sea in the world, after China with an estimated 0,48 to 1,29 million metric tons per year. It can solve the impact of the global warming, but appears some new trouble. Littering is not only in an action, which is done only in a time, but it can become a habit. We should be shamed for our country cleanliness. So we can start to do a simple action that is a recycle. In everyday life, it's impossible for humans not to produce waste. Be it may be an organic waste such as leftover uncooked vegetables and fruit peels, as well as inorganic waste such as plastic product containers and torn paper. Not only about littering, but the wrong way of managing it can also result in environmental pollution, especially for inorganic waste, which takes longer to decompose natural, naturally than organic waste. Therefore, a recycling process is needed so that waste does not continue to accumulate. Solid waste, both organic and inorganic, can also be referred to waste. Waste is waste generated from the production process, either by industry or domestic or by household. What are the benefits of recycling hard waste into a craft? So first, can reduce waste. Second, has an economic selling value. Third, increase employment so that unemployment is reduced. Even though this action is seen as an easy action, but so many people favor to do littering. So that's why as as the government team, we believe and we would like to take the strict action against people who throw garbage in random places. And we want direct some reasons why we would criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. First, now there is still a lack of public awareness about clean lines, where public still think that the waste problem is the responsibility of the regional government. So at this time, we still find piles of garbage everywhere. People should not always blame the government for the built up garbage. However, the community itself must think about how to change and start to protect the surrounding environment by not littering anymore. Second, according to the region in some regional of Indonesia, for example, in Kober, there's already a regional regulation on waste management that was passed in 2017, where the regulation was the result of a revision of the previous regional regulation number 3 of 2015. It means they break the rule. They break the rule. So we must take the strict action on it. Third, appearing a direct effect for people who don't support the government program to create a clean, comfortable, and beautiful environment. In some place where it's easy in getting a food, we would like to enforce the punishment and criminalize them.